Assalamu alaikum, welcome to SYL Latte Chattin. This is the second episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the first podcast. Although, as you know, the SYL podcast in it, so not everyone was up to scratch. I don't believe us to be up to scratch, even in the second one, maybe on the 15th one, as we said. So, how's going on, my Batija, Bagna, and my cousin? What's going on, Inan?
It's going good. I've already got 2 assignments for uni, 1500 and a 500. I have to submit one of them by tomorrow.
Lovely. We did the podcast just now. The time we got late, okay, because I had some issues, so I run late, and that's why we couldn't do our 9 o'clock schedule. So we started at just short of 1 a.m. in the morning. So we can't be loud because the neighbors are got work in the morning. We don't have what this guy's got uni. What about you, Rayhan?
Chilling, tomorrow's my day off.
Is it?
Jumma, that's it. And gym in the evening.
Jacob,
this is my
why you don't have a school tomorrow?
Yeah, I've got 3 weeks off. Obviously someone in my year tested positive, so I'm in lockdown. I have to self-isolate for 14 days, and then
So if a person in your year
so
is positive, then the whole year has to...
Not the whole year, someone that I'm apparently in close contact with, but I don't know what that means because 162 people also have to self-isolate, so it can't be
so
that
pretty much the whole year.
no
So more or less the full year, isn't it?
that's about half of my year.
Acha.
Yeah.
Right, so obviously your lockdown already started, you're self-isolated.
Yeah.
What about London? I heard the London is going
I heard it's going to tier 2.
Huh?
I
Yeah,
heard it's going to tier 2.
Are we going into tier 3?
We'll plan to go on tier 3, I think.
This should be on tier 5.
Tier 5. Make a whole new tier for us.
yeah.
Just make a whole new tier.
We are on a
Manchester.
whole new level.
Our one isn't anything. Just from Monday, you can't mix households inside, but you can still do everything outside. So you just can't have someone from a different household chill inside.
It never
with you.
makes sense.
Have they already confirmed yours?
Yeah, confirmed from Monday.
Ours isn't confirmed, is it? Ours is just...
Nah, God knows.
They're gonna-
Because
Well,
yours,
you know what?
because yours is a
Guys,
local lockdown.
Let's talk about this. You guys saying is ours confirmed or not? We don't even know if our Prime Minister is even confirmed what he's doing. So let alone
He's on
we've been
something
confirmed.
else.
Yeah.
He's on
He's a
different thingy.
Good
He's
old
on
Joris
different-
Bonson.
Yeah, he's on. He's spliffing his Boris, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously the reason I say this because from the first get-go when the COVID-19 started hitting the Europe and when he finally was he was in UK, I literally was shouting, constantly saying, you know what, this lockdown needs to happen as soon as possible rather than making it late. We went into the
they
first
made it
lockdown
well too late.
too late, and then
We were one of the last.
Literally.
my strong belief
One of the
is
worst now as well.
what happened. The government obviously, it was to me it's a conspiracy pre-planned. Obviously they wanted the COVID virus to affect more people, so it does more damage.
Yeah. That book you read, Mama, that was
Did you
quite
hear about
interesting.
the
That
Yeah,
vaccines?
so the thing is they done it, and so they did the lockdown bit.
They're only
later.
trying it on British people, innit?
No.
What?
It's some ethnic minorities.
Ethnic minorities,
Like
yeah.
Asians, black people.
That's why the percentage of ethnic minority is higher than
Yeah, so
white
my
people.
thing was when it came to a point, they did the lockdown, and then when they opened the lockdown, it was like one of the stupidest thing. We started our lockdown with the stupidest way, and then we opened the lockdown was like far worse
Food.
than what
And then when they did the
decision
free-
itself.
It just
you get
messes
it?
up even
It was
more.
like, yo, it's okay. These guys need a drink. They deserve. They've been in the house for so long. They need Heineken. Get the Heineken going. Open all the pubs in Wellington.
Just close it.
Get
A few hours earlier.
Not just that, also have it half price. Get the Heinekens
yeah,
at
yeah.
half
As I
price.
said, as I said, working in this industry, food industry, on and off, 22 years, comes up 22 years now. Okay, I started in 1998, and I've never seen anything like this. As I said, half price thing, in the whole nation. That was, and it's not on a takeaway. If it was for a takeaway, do you get it? Understandable. It's like, no,
You have
we
to
lost-
eat in.
You know what?
You
What
have to eat
happened-
in.
Do you know what happened before they put this on? They just looked at all the figures, and I was like, huh? we only lost that many thousand life. I thought we was like killing 50,000. What happened? Put some food on. Get these stupid people. Go in the blood. Get this number rise. Do you get it?
Yeah, now we've
so
got
they
wave 2.
literally was trying to rise the number to go to like show 30,000 people died in COVID-19. Okay, we did the job. Hey, China.
Yeah,
we done it good.
and then they realised that
There's
still
no
that
quite
didn't
lot
work.
recently.
They realised that
I
still
think
that
that-
didn't work, and then
Yeah.
what they did is they've opened up schools now, and no social distance, no nothing.
That's it.
Just rub your hands with
That's
a bit
it.
of funny,
You know,
and then go to
And they're still
lesson.
not planning to shut down schools. Like,
Exactly.
that's the biggest problem.
Yeah, that second thing is only lockdown I see, and I'm telling you this, yeah, guys. Only place that I see lockdown is when I'm trying to get an appointment with my doctor.
Yeah,
You can't get an
No
indoor
appointments.
doctor's appointment. It's over the phone, and everything else. What's lockdown? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Anyway, your phone. What's lockdown? Only when you try to get an appointment. I've been on it's been what 6 weeks. I'm trying to get a doctor's appointment for physical to see me, my physio and everything. I can't get nothing done, and this is the reality. So, talking about tier 1, tier 2, tier 5. To be honest, lately I've not been following COVID-19 because I'm not bothered.
I don't follow lockdown in general.
All
It's just
I'm bothered is like
Don't really care.
I don't wear the mask because I want to save myself. I just wear the mask because I'm Asian. This is the truth. If an Asian guy walks into somewhere without a mask, it's easy to turn around and say something, or think behind. I don't
It's
want them.
always
So that's the
the-
only reason I put the mask. Not to save myself, not to save anyone else. Sorry, it sounds like this because this is what our government put us in the situation. Do you get it? When the government announced, Asians are the more vulnerable. Do you get it? Pakistani, Bangladeshi, the community is more vulnerable. They will carry more of the COVID-19.
Yeah.
You put us out in a state. Do you get it? Saying, look, you guys, you go out with a mask, without the mask. So although they've had all the problems with the veils and everything all this year, now they're telling you
It's
know
only
what,
fashion.
you Asian guys, you Asian woman, cover your face.
yeah.
But late,
No, it's
not
the
too long
change.
ago, it
You
was
see
a
how it
letterbox,
switches.
wasn't it?
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's
And
like
probably
it's
stops
like what
it.
happened
So-
with Ebola. Do you know when Ebola was about? Everyone was like, all the black people are, you need to wear masks and all of that. It's the same thing happening now. It's pretty much.
So yeah. By the way, how's everyone enjoying the latte? Today's latte has a bit of
Latte.
twist. Can you
Yeah.
taste it?
Is it vanilla?
It's not the vanilla flavor latte. I had a vanilla extract, so I put some
Yeah,
vanilla
that's what I was
extract.
thinking.
That's why
I
you
think it
feel
does a
that
bit more
thing.
sweetness.
Yeah, I've got the latte just without the latte.
Sorry, my Bagna, I couldn't make you one. You're too far out.
What are you having?
Oh,
The latte.
Bog standard
normal
water.
one.
I'm having the
Bog
latte
standard.
without the latte, so just the water bit.
Latte without the latte.
Just the water
He's
bit.
chatting latte.
Oh, he's having. Oh, I know, because obviously he's having the more lighter one. It's 1 o'clock. He needs to sleep. So
That's true.
50.
My God, this is
Yeah, so you have to have a light one.
So
But
do
I'm
you,
having
to
a
be
quite
honest.
strong one other than you guys because obviously he needs to wake up. Right. So talking about enough of COVID-19 talk.
Yeah, it's a bit depressing, bro.
We want to talk about this movie. Okay. I want to talk
Movie?
about not thinking. KGF.
KGF,
Chapter,
chapter-
KGF Chapter 2. What
Big
do you
boy
think
movie.
is coming up?
I'm just waiting for what's his name? The villain.
Oh, thingy. Sanjay Dutt.
Sanjay Dutt. I'm just waiting for him to come on the scene. See what he does.
So you want to explain to our viewers like what first part?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the first part if you haven't seen it.
Whoa.
KGF Chapter 1 is called, it's a Kannada movie. Those who haven't watched it.
Played by top
It's-
actor Yash.
Yeah, the actor is Yash and the actress is not known as much. So the first part was done. It's got so much hype. It's got a massive story to it. You get it? It's well worth watching. KGF Chapter 1 came out last year, and this year they're releasing the KGF Chapter 2. And
I thought it got delayed for next year.
It was supposed to come out late this year, but
Yeah, it's gonna-
obviously because of the
Yeah, so
I'm-
most likely they might release it still this year.
I'm gonna be honest with
Jacob,
you.
you watched it?
No, I'm gonna be honest. I still haven't watched it.
Oh, you haven't watched it? 'Cause
No.
I think it's,
You're missing out, pal.
No, I'm not into.
well,
I'm
you
not
know
really
what?
into
If it-
movies,
no,
you know.
Yeah, because it's two way of looking at it. Those people who haven't watched it so far, okay, either they save it to watch KGF Chapter 1 just before the release of the Chapter 2, or they should watch it now and have that anticipation, or they can't wait for.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it just for.
But I watched
comes
But I
out.
feel like the
I
journey
watched
waiting
it,
for the
yeah,
second
yeah.
one is better.
Yeah, so I watched it. Obviously, you guys watched it.
Didn't you watch it like
late.
4 times?
I've watched it quite a few times.
No, but what I'm saying, I watched it when the week that it came out. You get it?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
watched it when
Smart.
it came out straight away. So my waiting time is over a year and a half.
Wait a year and a half for the first one.
For
I
the
think so.
second
Yeah,
one.
it was somewhere around there now. It's hitting almost year and a half. So my waiting time was longer, but your guys' waiting time is what, last 3 months, innit? Yeah,
Mine's
like
been like a 1 month
yeah.
maximum.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a very good review from our elder mama Godobai. He said it wasn't all that.
Yeah,
His
that's why.
thought was
That's
that-
actually why I didn't watch it in the end.
You know what?
Well, we
I
don't
think-
take his
I think the
opinions into
profession.
account
Listen,
anyway.
I
just
think
what-
everyone's profession speaks out everything, isn't it? He's a boring accountant. You
Yeah,
get it?
what do you expect?
Yeah, what do you expect? But it was about finance as well, innit, in a sense, because it's all about money.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
accountants should be more interested in this sort of thingy than anyone else.
I just don't think he understood that it's more of a build up to the second one.
The thing is, this movie was built. This movie was the trailer of part 2.
Yeah, that's true.
This is how you can summarize
Introduction.
it.
Introduction.
It was
movie.
the trailer,
proper prequel.
Yeah,
Like an
trailer
origin.
of part 2.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly, but we still got part of the origin to come up in the
Yeah.
next movie.
Okay.
They explain it.
Yeah.
Whereas
more.
if we talk about Bahubali was a different.
Bahubali
you need to
was-
watch
Bahubali was a top
There's
movie.
2 and then watch
And then you
one.
need to watch
yeah,
one
you got
second.
2. Yeah, exactly.
2-1. Yeah, so we had a different twist. You know what? I'm proud of the Bollywood. You know, we're talking about Indian continental, subcontinental movies, like, you know.
I'm proud of Tamil. They've came up.
Yeah, Tamil.
Recently, innit?
Yeah,
they've came up.
coming up on
No,
the scene.
Tamil always did the best movies. Yeah, Tamil did always the best movies, and India was the Bollywood industry, Hindi language, Bollywood industry, was doing the remakes of all these Tamil movies, most of them, and then obviously back in the days, Tamil movie didn't have the dubbing, for other people to understand. So obviously it was like you watch what do you say? Well, how does Tamil people talk?
I know one phrase.
Wow.
I know one phrase in. I know one phrase in Tamil.
I don't want to offend. some
Yeah.
people.
I know
So-
the only phrase in Tamil I know is.
Yeah,
No,
so
no,
all
no.
it is, obviously, there's nothing, we're not offending anyone, it's
Yeah.
just talking because they talk the way they talk, innit?
Yeah, I've got
It's
a new
hard to
Tamil
understand.
friend, and the only phrase he taught me was "Kana vanakkam" and "vanakkam," which means "How are you?" One's posh and one's not.
Vanakkam.
I think it's
Vanakkam.
lying to you. I think that's a diss.
No, it's not. It's not
It's
funny, make it
vanakkam.
funny.
Kana vanakkam.
Yeah, so as I said, it's like Pakistani, Urdu in Hindi has somewhat similarity, sort of
Yeah.
thing. So if you don't understand it, you'll understand some of it. But with Tamil or Marathi or Kannada, Digari, or Bhojpuri is another different level. You guys don't want to watch Bhojpuri movies.
There's
Bhojpuri,
Telugu as well, isn't
Eh?
it? Telugu.
yeah, Telugu, all these movies, it's hard to understand on the language. So obviously, recently all these movies coming up, they're spending more money in it, and you know what? I quite enjoy watching these movies, and I watch a lot
Yeah,
of.
they're good.
But the problem is with you guys, obviously, you guys can't watch it without the subtitle. But on the
I don't
YouTube-
even watch
I've
English
only
movies.
been
That's
on the
what
YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
exactly.
Any subtitles.
I don't
Otherwise
watch. I don't watch
talks
English
and-
movies without subtitle.
Yeah, so you got this generation
It's,
of
it's with
this
me 'cause-
generation of subtitles.
you know
No,
what?
it's because I
All
don't
my-
like to miss anything. I don't like to miss
Exactly,
anything.
I don't want to miss a
So-
second of it.
Exactly.
So like
When
that's
there's
why
no
I need
subtitles, I
You
feel
know what?
like
If I'm not in
I'm just
cinema,
watching people's
if I'm not in
faces
cinema
move.
and there's no subtitles, I would literally rewind the movie about 10 times just so I can hear what they said properly.
Exactly.
And I can't watch with subtitle because if the subtitle is right in front of my eyes, because
We've
obviously
got a
maybe-
simpleton here. He
No,
doesn't know
because
how to-
obviously-
You can't
he
multitask.
doesn't know how to look up and down.
yeah, so I don't enjoy it because I understand, so that's what it is. So if I
You know,
understand-
all my Pakistani friends, they all know how to speak Urdu, Hindi, and Punjabi.
yeah.
And they,
Because Urdu and Punjabi are like.
I never understand
similar.
what Punjabi is to Urdu.
But you know what? That's really bad because
Let's see,
we can't even speak Shuddha
They're
Bhasha.
really
some of us.
similar.
Yeah, no, listen. The difference between Urdu and Punjabi is like, if you think of it, when we say tui tukari,
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Isn't
they say-
Punjabi like more?
tui
My
tukari,
friends,
you
they
get it?
go-
So it's like
they-
tui khorsosni or khan khorsosni, buchoni ola zehta.
They go that when they're at home, they'll speak Urdu, but if they speak Urdu outside, it feels a bit childish to them.
Yeah.
They'll speak
Yeah.
Punjabi because outside the
I
legitimate.
seen
Yeah.
him. I think it was Lord Alim.
So
He was
that's
saying
also-
it.
yeah.
He goes
Yeah,
Urdu,
he said that. He
and then
said
he
that.
goes Punjabi is more like.
My
just-
friend said that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like to sigal and the way they
Yeah.
talk, you get it. So it's a different tone. So it's like if you think of like the slang way of talking. Do you get it?
But
It's
then we
like-
only speak in Selective.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't speak Shudda
Yeah.
But obviously, I do.
We can
I
understand
know
it
you
though.
do.
Yeah,
but
but the reason what it is, obviously my viewers, whoever watches, follows me, they know I talk Shundu Basha. The only reason is because I grew up with a big portion of, Dahaya French, Chittarangi French, to get it from back in the days.
The
do you get it?
Chittagongis.
So, and I do spend, when I go Bangladesh, I do spend a big, portion of time in Bangladesh, sorry, in Dhaka, I mean. So obviously when I go,
Dhaka,
I have to avoid, and so that's why I talk. It's like I just had a phone call. I just had, after we finished the food, I went upstairs and had a phone call.
Yeah, like I can understand
For
all of
38
it.
minutes. I was on the
I
phone
can't
for
speak
38 minutes. That 38 minutes was like literally just talking Shundu Basha.
Yeah.
So this is how it is.
speaking of the food, I'm still bloated. We had a chicken biryani. It was actually
Oh,
really nice.
Well, you guys had chicken
I'm
biryani
trying to go on
today?
a diet, but you're
Yeah.
stopping me
Made
from
by-
doing
Yeah, 'cause
that.
we had a sort of biryani.
I had a lamb biryani.
You drowned it in
by
with
the
sauce. I
heavyweight
saw.
chef. Heavyweight chef.
Oh yeah.
Yes, talking about heavyweight chef, let's start a topic that Rayhan's gonna be boiling.
Jab
How was
jab
the heavyweight chef present sauce by Sayf Hussain?
jab jab hook.
Oh, the sauce.
Yeah.
Have you had the sauce yet? Disrespect.
I'll just pretend to be silent. here. I'll just,
Wait,
Just
Mama,
listen to these
Mama, I've had the sauce.
Sauce
So
is
how
good.
hasn't he?
Well, you
I
had
don't think
this-
you're eating Rayhan. Honestly.
I feel like I had the sauce before the sauce was even born yet.
What was it? He can't handle the spice, innit? That's what it was.
No.
Couldn't handle the
Well,
spice.
you don't want to see a breakout here, so I'm just gonna keep
No.
going.
All it was, my Batija, I was like, I didn't want it to spoil his stomach, so I
his
said,
stomach.
you know what, I don't want to make him the guinea pig.
My
of the-
stomach's lining is like thicker than anything ever.
Yeah.
So I didn't
Yeah.
want to make him the guinea pig of this test. Do you get it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everyone else became.
Everybody else is a guinea pig.
Yeah, so rate that sauce out of 10.
There was how many? I had like
You
a
had
couple
three.
of different ones.
Yeah,
didn't
you
I?
had 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
so-
last one you gave was the spiciest one.
Mama,
wasn't
I've
it?
only had the
So
orange
nicest
one.
You had the orange one.
Yeah, I had the orange
Okay.
one. Which one is that?
So that was the jab hook.
Yeah, jab jab hook.
And then you had the Issa TKO.
Yeah.
Now-
I had the wrapper, didn't I?
Yeah,
The wrapper
yeah.
was on it.
Yeah, it's the TKO. So now tell me, rate obviously for my, for the viewers, whoever's gonna watch it, one person only. Most likely it'll be my Bagna Suraya. She said, "Mama, when's the podcast is getting? Thinking I want to watch it."
Yeah, she was telling me off
So I got
today.
one view, but you know what? I know Suraya won't subscribe.
Yeah.
She won't
She
subscribe.
doesn't know how to sign on YouTube or something.
I think she's just a hater.
You know what it is? Let me
Subscribe
talk-
to her.
Yeah,
Make sure
listen.
you like.
Comment as well.
Look at this guy talking. He didn't even say my number for bloody
Oh,
10
yeah,
years.
same with me,
information.
same with me.
False
Yeah.
You
information.
didn't do that with me
False
either.
information.
information.
You literally saved my number last week because
I had to force him just to save my
I
number.
remember the number, so why do I need to save it?
Well, that's not true. I save everyone's number
No, you don't.
except the
That's a bunch of salati, right? It's Chinese.
Yeah, Salati, absolutely Salati.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Yeah, do you know
So,
Sudapi?
yeah, you know-
Sudapi,
Yeah,
she got
go
annoyed
on.
at me today because she said
You
it's
know-
9 o'clock.
you know
When
what
you guys
chatting
gonna
was?
record the podcast? She's proper into it. She's excited when it comes out.
She goes,
She need to
Silati
be a
chatting.
guest one
She
day.
phoned me actually. She phoned me 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Does it mean Bakhwas? What, this-
Bakhwas.
this- I just clocked that. You know how people say
Yeah.
chatty was? Is it from Bakhwas?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's mad.
I was just thinking that.
What do you think it was? What does was mean?
I don't know. Nobody explained me what.
Yeah, I thought it was just a London thing.
What?
I can't lie.
Are you mad?
Anyway, don't worry. He's a bit slow. It's okay.
Okay.
I thought it was
That's why he didn't give you the
Okay.
sauce. That's why he didn't give you the sauce.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it would go down slowly. That's alright. Now,
Listen, I'm here
rate
because
this
I want to
sauce.
be
Okay, this sauce. Let's tell the audience only Suraya, and then whoever watches it later.
Nah, it's gonna go viral, man.
I made this sauce. It's meant to come into production and it's meant to come out on the thing in it. What do you call it? On the market. But it was just before
Yeah,
the
okay,
lockdown,
okay.
and the lockdown hit us quite hard, and I lost a big batch of sauce. Okay, because obviously it was on practice runs, and then I did 2 rounds of practice, and then that was the final 3rd round of practice, which is
3 rounds of practice, I had to get one taste. Are you mad? Oh my god.
I know.
Do
You know what it
the worst
was?
thing is,
Rayhan,
when you start making it, get left to
Rayhan,
pay
it was
for it.
it was during your weight loss,
Yeah,
so you didn't want
obviously
to.
that was the whole point, because
Yeah.
obviously I had to get the cost down. Now listen to this. So this sauce was made, and it was the third one was coming out, and it was 200 bottles. Okay, the first one was 50 bottles.
200 bottles.
I did
I don't even
100.
know 200 bottles. I don't even know 200 people. Never mind.
Yeah, but I had from the outside. I had a good review. Before I talk about the good review, be honest, for the sake of YouTube, sake of the podcast viewers. Rate
Honestly, if whoever's watching this, all of you guys know the amount of mayonnaise I have.
Oh
yeah.
my
I
god!
love mayonnaise, but I
This guy
stopped
loves
having
it.
mayonnaise just to have that sauce. Literally.
this. So what would you rate? Obviously, okay.
I'd say-
Let's compare. Listen, there's one thing I'm going to say, because obviously if we talk about sauce. There's one sauce straight away comes in everyone's mind is Nando's sauce. Okay.
Nando's sauce is
it's
overrated.
For me, my favorite sauce is that that Encona sauce. That's my favorite chili sauce.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Sauce is
saying.
my
I just said that.
favourite.
Yeah.
My favorite is
Encona
Kona.
Encona is one of my favorite.
That's the MVP.
And the second one is Morrison's Ghost Pepper. Their original Morrison.
I don't know. I've never had it.
Which is not one pound.
Natco do some nice sauces.
Yeah. So anyway, so compare, because obviously with the flavor wise.
Yeah. One thing I'll say about your sauce, Mama, is some chili sauce is just zal for the sake of being zal. Like there's no flavor to
And
it.
it's vinegary. It's too
Yeah.
vinegary.
Yeah. Your sauce actually
Wow.
the flavor comes first and then it's the zal. If you get what I'm saying, like
Yeah, that's what I had the review, because the sauce, the three sauces had the three.
Was that the same feeling for you?
Yeah, because the garlic.
yeah, the garlic hits you
So
straight
left
away.
out.
Don't
No,
rub
just
it in.
a
I'm
left-out
rubbing the
sauce.
garlic now. Don't rub it in. Okay. All right. So the first one was garlicky flavor. You had it,
Yeah.
remember? You
I had that, yeah.
Quite garlicky. The second one was the. It was it was the jab hook as well. But the thing was, I wanted to jab when I made the jab hook. I didn't feel like it had too much of the heat. It needed a bit more. So the second edition, when it came
Needs a
out,
bit more hook in it.
yeah. So the second
Yeah.
edition was
That's true, actually.
no, the second edition of the actually it was fourth edition, to be honest. Now to be right, because I made it a bit more stronger. But this was no, you haven't got it. So the second people that around the people that they got the jab hook bit more strength.
Yeah.
I think I got like test 1 or something.
You got
Which
the
one was the
test one.
Dempsey
Yeah,
one?
I got the first test.
The Dempsey. Listen, what happened?
You
The
named it
Dempsey.
You
The
named it after
Dempsey,
Dempsey.
the
Yeah.
Dempsey
Yeah.
one.
They're all named after
Yeah, so it was
boxers.
all.
Yeah.
So
You
what
know
the-
if you
What's the
had
first one called? I want to know.
the first one was jab hook.
Jab hook.
Yeah, jab hook. Then it was the Dempsey, and the
Why Jack
hottest-
Dempsey?
Because
Because he likes
Jack
spice.
Dempsey was known for being
Aggression.
Aggression.
Rumbler. He's a proper rumbler.
yeah rumbler. So
Yeah.
this was more mouth rumbling flavor.
Yeah.
Do you get it? It had so much. It had the tamarind. Do you get it? It had the tamarind to give you the tangy taste, and it had the hit. And what was Dempsey? Jack Dempsey one. Jack Dempsey had. As soon as you put it in your mouth, it kicked you. So the
That
he
makes sense.
kicked in, and then it was like the flavors coming. You can you can feel all
Everything coming at once.
you can feel the tamarind. You can feel the garlic. That's what it was. And the Issa KO, the final one was called Issa KO.
Did I ever have that one?
It's a TK. It was called Issa TKO.
Did
Yeah,
I?
it's a TKO, yeah.
You actually the
Yeah,
black
when
bottle.
you gave it
have the black
TKO
bottle.
because
Yeah,
it takes
yeah,
a bit of time to
Yeah, it's
knock you out.
Yeah, it's a TKO. It wasn't a KO because I didn't want it to KO. It was a technical sense. So it was a technical knockout where the fighter wants to fight, but you are waiting for someone to save you, more or less. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So
Like
yes,
Floyd.
the sauce is it's got so much punch. It's so, if someone says have it, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'll have it, but you know it's torturing you. You know? So you just want someone
Just
to come
for
and
sure.
stop it,
Yeah, right.
rather than you just on the floor. So it's a TKO was. I was scared to try it as well, believe it or not.
After you made it, you were like, what the hell have I just made?
No,
You don't want to touch
because
it.
the only reason what happened, the It's a TKO was, I went all on board, innit? So don't forget, we're dealing with Carolina Reaper here. So the sauce was based on the world's hottest chili, Carolina Reaper.
You have to wear gloves and a mask while you're making it.
Oh, even
My
it went
God,
through-
just went the
listen,
hands in
it
it.
went through- listen,
Started rubbing
swear
his
to
head.
God, listen, swear to God, no word of a lie. When I was doing this preparation, it went through the gloves.
No way.
Cause it's
How?
so it becomes the,
Do you press it so that the oil comes out?
no, it becomes the acid himself. Do you get it? So when you try to, you doing all this, because I had a sauce, not my sauce, as someone else's sauce once. I put it on a foil container, and it went through the foil container the day after. No word of a lie.
If it's going through foil, would it not go through your intestines?
The next day, it burned through the foil container. It was leaking.
It was sitting there for. It was sitting there for a while though.
That's just over the top though.
No, it's so much acid in the chemical. Do you get it? So it was eating alive, and I have this sauce that I tried. It was one of someone bought it from Australia for me.
Australia is a crazy place.
Upside down place.
Yeah, they probably don't even have intestines.
Yeah, so the people who tried it with me, believe you or not, even till today, they remember what happened to them. I can't. I was scared. So when I made it's a TKO, my idea was I want that strength, but I want the flavor. Now, don't forget, when you overpower with so much with the heat, it's hard to bring the flavor up. So when you start bringing the flavor up quite a bit, because you're using raw ingredients, because everything was based on the raw ingredients.
Yeah, I was saying you could
flavoring.
First thing I taste was the garlic, and then everything slowly comes through, and then literally after you've had your bite, then the zal comes.
Yeah. So with the TKO, it was like it needs to be ruthless from the get-go, but the flavor needs to be there that you realize there's a flavor.
Would you make a KO flavor? You just take it, you just knock out.
No, the TKO.
That's it. You're gone, bro.
Now that's a Carolina smoothie.
Listen, yeah. When I made the TKO, that is a TKO.
Reaper shape.
And I had the big drum in front of me, because it's meant to do 200 bottles to get it, and 200 bottles. And I was like,
only Batija, I'm like after 300 people.
After 300 people,
I'll come into consideration after I think of 300 people.
So
you'll get it after the rebrand.
You were supposed to get the platinum, in the box. They was getting it off the thingy. You were supposed to get the platinum in the box.
He's just lying to you right now. He's chatting salati to you.
So I was literally like there. I believe it or not, I got it on
Comment
the
if you want me to make my own rival brand.
I got it on the spoon.
But you can't even handle spice.
Why are you talking, fam? You're like 4'2" or something.
Yeah, he brought height into it.
By the way, he's standing up right now.
Yeah. I checked that gym. I was 6 foot.
Yeah, listen, you doing a cartoon or so, because we said we're not going to talk about his height.
Alright, that's it. Okay.
That was below belt.
Inan, call him fat. Call him fat.
Actually,
call him fat.
Don't beg it.
You can't help it because his height is below the belt anyway. So you can't help it. He's gonna hit him below there. But I'm sorry, it's my Batija. It's your Batija. You can forgive him.
That's your cousin. You can go all out as well.
I cut ties. Finished. I cut ties now.
It's alright. We got a replacement ready.
Yeah.
He's reloading it.
We'll have the tallest one because it fits in Yasir.
He's reloading it. He's reloading it. He's got it right.
Rayhan, which one was your favourite of Mama's sauces though? Which of Mama's sauces was your favourite?
His chat shit sauce.
I think everyone liked all of them. Whatever, you liked all of them, didn't you as well?
Yeah.
You should make a mayonnaise option for it.
This sauce is gonna come out. Okay, it's gonna. Let's go back
to
the sauce thingy. It's gonna.
Perinese.
Perinese. Well,
that's for Inan. That's for Inan.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. Inan even likes the Perinese.
I don't have that kind of stuff.
This sauce is gonna
barbecue.
come. This sauce is gonna come out, but it put me in a very big situation where getting hold of the chili became quite expensive at this moment, and the cost of these bottling and everything, because it's a glass bottle, you've seen it, it's a very expensive bottle that I was using, with a cap,
What was the size of it? How much was going?
It was quite big, 120 ml.
Mama, I've got a question. For one Carolina Reaper, could you not just put like 50 Nagamoris to make it the same?
No, but the thing is, the flavour is different because Carolina Reaper brings the flavour, and the
seeds are completely different.
It's a completely different thingy. And let me break it to those people that is watching. Carolina Reaper is 1 kilo of Carolina Reaper. The proper one is £260 a kilo. So this is like a price of a crack
What
cocaine.
for
Like
for
key.
for £1.50 sauce?
How many Scovilles would Caroline Reap be?
4 million.
4 million.
What?
I swear, average Naga would be $1 million, I think.
Yeah. So listen to this. This is one thing. Carolina Reaper is expensive to get hold on. That's why the bottle pricing was meant to be $3.99.
Oh.
Okay. Now $3.99 is a lot of money for a sauce, but it's only a niche market to get it. I wasn't targeting for any everyday everyone to buy it.
I think
it's just a niche market. And the second thing was the oil. The oil that is supposed to come out.
What were the main components I went into?
You enjoyed the oil, didn't you? You had the oil.
I had the oil.
Oh, I had the oil as well. The oil was nice.
Rayhan, because obviously you tried the oil. How was the oil?
At least you tried the oil. You should
Yeah,
know
innit?
about that.
Yeah, I tried to tell.
Yeah.
Which one?
So
Mama
it's
has a new.
Just imagine hotel lo yasho halakum tu gusol ko yalla gao shuri lo. You
Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson, baby.
Yeah.
You have no scalp left.
Yeah, so
Navaratna.
one of my favorite oil. You don't talk about Navaratna. It's one of the best.
He was going mad to front of my head.
Mama,
You don't trim right
Mama,
now.
do you remember after Rayhan's haircut, he kept putting it on his head?
No, it's neck sensation.
Yeah, so did you like it?
The oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
You didn't
I'm
use
just
it.
not a guy that uses oil.
This episode is sponsored by Navaratna.
Navaratna.
No, you man, you just ignore it.
Off the
Buy
market.
Navaratna.
We can't get any.
Type in Navaratna and put my code in. What's the code?
They don't deserve
You get
free.
Latte.
discount.
Use the code
Latte.
use the code latte
Yeah.
for
Type in
0% off at
Navaratna and
checkout.
type in SYL Latte.
And now when they don't get that deal, they're gonna come to us.
They're gonna come boycott us.
What are you doing?
Try and was.
I just want them to buy Navaratna.
Imagine they put the code in and the price
That's
goes.
how
They put
because
the.
it is expensive, Navaratna.
Yeah, they're gonna put the code in and the
Where
price
do
is
you
gonna
get
go up.
From Bangladesh, but you can buy it in this
Is
country.
it?
But it's expensive in this country.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
why Dad
8
was always
quid,
like
8 quid.
watching
9
me how much I use.
Yeah, that's what it is.
She's got like 3 bottles. I'm just there trying to use a tiny, but she's still like, yo, calm down.
Yeah, that's too much. You need to calm down a bit right now.
Right. I think this episode from the first episode we're making a bit longer because
Got too much to talk
I
about.
think everyone we enjoy it. We enjoying it, and
Special.
it's a general chit chat sort of thing. So I think those people who are watching, they're going to enjoy it. We're going to carry on, and then we will wait for people to
Tune in.
gradually tune in and then let us know what they think of these episodes, how long it is. I think are we going to hit on the 40-minute mark because we got some more
Yeah.
to talk now.
Soraya,
remember after
Soraya,
the
let us
last
know what you
episode
think.
when we shot the last episode, Jakub, you wasn't here because obviously after we went off the air, we was eating and your dadu, my mom, your fufu. It's like we're talking about the same person. My mom talking about snooker.
Yeah.
How was that? So
Oh, I didn't watch the match.
you didn't.
I didn't.
I've
My
seen
mom-
clips of it. It was just,
Yeah.
it was just pissing me
Oh
off.
yeah, we did
It
see
was just
clips of
annoying
it. They
me.
just kept missing at the
Yeah.
end, didn't it?
Yeah.
With
So
the black ball.
what happened? We was talking about sports.
You know what we need to do? We need to play snooker every week.
Yeah, so that's how we started.
Actually,
We used to
Oh,
say-
that's how we started.
Yeah,
I
we-
remember.
that's
I
how we
remember.
started.
I was like, I need to play snooker every week.
I'm not in the matter, and I was like, we need to play snooker and everything. And mom was listening, and then I might have. Let me tell you a story, okay? So the story,
It's snooker. That's what she
yeah,
said.
snooker story was world championship between Dennis Taylor and Steve Davis, and 1984. It was 87 or 84. I can't remember which championship it was, and then he went to the last sudden death pool, more or less, whoever takes the
And
black
both on
ball.
the block.
And it was like, my dad was with Thingy, Dennis Taylor, and your dad was with Thingy.
The other guy.
So it was a bet between, not a bet, it's like a rivalry between Haladulawai and my mom was caught in between because either she can't support her husband or her brother, but she literally wanted her brother to win
She
your
was
dad.
just awake the whole time.
But it was like Dennis Taylor won in it.
Yeah.
So
Took a long while.
It took
and
a
then
long
you got it in
while.
at the end.
I watched this match because obviously I do watch snooker, so obviously yes. Yeah, so it was a great story that we got from mom, and she, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, sorry guys, we forgot to turn the heater off, and my
Intermission.
mom had to come and interrupt us in between our live video.
No, we should.
We're taking up her space, by the
yeah,
way. This is
Yeah,
our
because obviously
space.
it's in the dining.
We should get Nanu on the
And I don't
podcast
know-
one day.
I don't know why she's awake 1:30 in the morning.
Nah, Nanu's always
think
awake.
so.
You know what? One thing I know
I
about.
think so. We're talking quite loud. Sorry about that, guys.
No, you know what? One thing about Nanu and my mum is that they
We
just
don't-
don't sleep.
Mhm.
Like Nanu and my mum, whenever I'll go to their room, no matter what time they'll be awake. I don't know when they sleep. I'll go to
Yeah,
my mum's room
so-
at 4 a.m. She'll be awake. I don't get it.
Talking about the championship, the French Open final happened recently, didn't it? Did you see it? Nadal versus Djokovic, and Nadal won.
Yeah,
I think he hasn't lost. He's only lost 2 finals since 2005.
yeah.
I don't
French
watch,
Open.
so
It's crazy.
No, I love Djokovic, man.
Tennis guy, but I know Rafael Nadal, Djokovic,
tennis,
Andy Murray.
tennis is not my
No,
thing.
tennis is fun to watch.
The only tennis player
Football,
Mama knows
tennis, and
is
boxing.
Tennis is not my
Boxing
thing
is
because
the sport.
but I do watch because I like watching sports failure video or the best moment videos and
Yeah.
stuff like that on YouTube.
Wimbledon
So I do watch,
failures.
like a bit of thing like what's this player who's quite tall? He's from Australia or New Zealand, and he has a very strong serve, backhand serve, or between
Tennis.
the legs. Yeah, tennis player between the leg. He's very tall. It's like I think so. It could be. It's not African, obviously, but it's like how the skin tone I'm talking about. It's like more like
Dark.
rock skin tone type.
Samoan.
Dwayne.
No,
Johnson.
and he has the quickest response between the legs, and that flick is when he does that. No one can actually.
Have you played tennis? I've played it once and it was so
I
hard.
played squash once.
Squash.
You
Yeah.
played squash?
Oh my god.
What is squash?
I've never
Is that
played
badminton?
squash.
Squash, no.
It's got like
the
some
same
racket
thing.
with like
Tennis is like, but it's,
With one person.
yeah. It's
Oh,
like
against the wall.
Yeah, against the
Oh,
wall.
right. Squash.
Squash.
Badminton's fun. I played that.
Badminton's so fun.
Badminton is good. I used to play, but not. I used to play with we used to play, not playing as like.
No, you know what's the top
Yeah.
sport? Table tennis. That gets
Yeah.
top
Table
played.
tennis.
Nah,
is
Mama.
amazing.
Nah,
Like
mama,
so
mama, Rubel Mama at badminton. That's something else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and his uncles, Jakob's uncle, they was into the spinning football. What do you call them?
Foosball.
Foosball, is it?
Yeah.
Foosball. I used to have a
Foosball,
foosball
yeah.
table. It
Yeah.
was fun.
They used to.
I learned how to play badminton in Bangladesh, so I learned,
Yeah,
from, learned
'cause
from the best.
Your Jubal Mama used to play.
Yeah,
innit?
Jubel Mama. That's what I meant. So I said Rubel. I meant Jubel Mama. Sorry.
Yeah,
Jubal
my
Mama.
cousin.
Yeah,
He's a semi-professional.
yeah.
player,
He's
so
amazing.
Professional.
His
First time I
right.
first time I went to watch him play, they were having a tournament.
Yeah.
He's so good at badminton, man. He's sick.
Yeah, and the thing is, he used to go through racket like
Yeah.
nothing happened.
It was-
And his racket, I used to buy it for him, or my cousin used to chip in with me and buy it. It's like 200 quid, man. 190
Yeah, he's using
quid.
like these professional rackets.
190, 80 quid, and it would just
And
like
he just going
bang,
through
and
it.
it just went and would just like throw it away and say, "Give me another
You're
racket."
hitting
Like,
literally
what
a
the-
tiny
Yeah.
little net and a little sponge ball. How's he gonna break
Yeah,
it?
you know, it's true.
Trust
Trust me, the
me.
no, the
The
power he
racket
hits it
breaks.
at is like crazy.
The
Because when
racket
Or
doesn't
the
break-
snapper with the
no,
netting.
no. The netting goes.
Oh, that makes
But
sense.
what happens? Because
the air's
No,
hitting-
no.
It's resistant.
That's not where it breaks. It breaks when it hits the ground. When they're gonna try to literally come running. to
Oh,
save
low
it,
serve.
and then not low serve, like low defense sort of thing. When they're running in from covering one
return,
ground to
yeah.
another ground, and it's just almost to touch the ground, and it just picks it up from
What-
there. So it hits the ground because the string is in so much tension. Straight away it bends the frame.
yeah, Mama, what's it called? You know the final shot? Is it called chap? When you go for that final shot right at the end. I don't know. My dad calls it chap. But when he does that, it's like
it's in Bangla when Saf though, like
yeah.
but it's I don't know what's it called.
But yeah, when he go for that final shot, literally, because obviously they're playing on sand, innit? Literally, the court could go through the sand. He hits it at such power.
And as I said, tennis is completely different way of looking.
Yeah, completely different game.
Badminton, you're just using, bare skills.
Badminton is more in the wrist, whereas
Wrist is no shoulder.
And
Also, I feel like badminton's
use your
also a bit
forearms as
more.
well.
I feel like badminton's
Because you're hitting a
also.
ball, a proper ball.
Yeah, I'm saying I feel like badminton's a bit more like offensive. Do you not think? Where tennis you go more for placement, but badminton you kind of go a bit more for power. I feel like.
Yeah, because obviously badminton is.
You can't see the thingy. What do you call it?
The cork.
What do you call it?
Shuttlecock.
Because the court is so short, like in small space, and two opponent and two players like playing from one A and B, and it's so easy to get muddled up. Who's going front and who's going back. Do you get it? So someone's playing at the front and someone's playing at the back. But what happens when the front player is going on the left, let's say, to serve, and he came on the right? So this player would have to go at the front, but in case the other player doesn't realize to drop back to cover that space for him, that's where it's going to be a point. And that's where, trust me, people who plays badminton, they literally will go mental from one mistake from their player.
Yeah, it's crazy.
every point makes a difference. That's why.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter how shit he's playing, but even the bestest player on his left hand side makes a small mistake, he will have to take the whole blame of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just because you don't get to see that, and that's what it is. Right, we had enough talking. Don't you think?
I was gonna say coming up to 45 minutes.
To come at 42 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for watching episode 2. Stay with us till episode 15. It'll be every Thursday, and more coming up. It's released every Tuesday, but Thursday is our recording day, so we have quite a few days to do the.
We're recording until Friday today.
Yeah,
You started one day ago.
Yeah.
So anyway, you have anything else to close it on? No?
Like, subscribe,
And Soraya,
Comment.
Soraya, let us know what you think in the comments.
No.
And Jakob, do you have anything to say?
No, I'm saying tell Soraya to let something know in the comments because she's gonna be the only one watching this. So
Yes. So we're signing out for SYL Latte Chattin. You know what we were chatting about.
nonsense.
Stay tuned. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu
Assalamu alaikum.
alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.